guys, to another fight reaction video. Today we're going to look back at Jon Jones versus Shogun Rua. I remember watching this fight back when it came out. I'm trying to remember what year it was. 2011. So we're going back 9 years. I remember watching this fight, and Jon Jones was the young kid. He was a killer. He had that one loss to Matt Hamill in which he absolutely worked him, but then was disqualified for the illegal elbows. So we know that that's not a loss for real on Jon Jones' record. Shogun Rua was one of the all-time greats. He's still one of the all-time greats. An absolute killer from Pride in Japan. He had fought the who's who. And at this point, he was the champ, and Jon Jones was coming for him. I don't remember how this fight went, so let's get into it. Jones looking loose. You could tell at this point in Shogun's career, like, he wasn't as bodied up as he had been when he was younger, but he was still pretty close to his prime. Jones comes out with a flying knee. Beautiful thing about Jones is he's so fluid and creative in there. Like, he's a true martial artist. I know people knock Jones for all the shit he does outside of the cage. You know, he's piling his car into pregnant women and doing coke and partying like an animal. But in the cage, he's just a supreme martial artist. He's so fluid on his feet. His wrestling is some of the best. These long elbows just slice guys up. Yeah, I'm really interested to see where this went. Like, I don't remember at all how it was finished or anything. Immediately, it's got Shogun up against the cage. Shogun's got an active guard. He's looking for that arm. Try and lock in a triangle. No, nothing. This is back in 2011. I remember UFC was still, it's a global sport now, and it's extremely popular, and you obviously with ESPN you could argue it's never been bigger. But I just remember in 2011 we were still in the George St. Pierre, Ronda Rousey era. All the D-bags at the bar were wearing Affliction and all these fight shirts, even though they had never trained a day in their life. But I remember you'd go to a bar, you'd go to when these big fights were on, and the place was packed. Yeah, Jones is top control here. It's just nullifying everything Shogun has. You know, and Shogun's no joke. Like, he's never been a top-notch submission guy, but I believe he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's extremely experienced. You know, he's been training for a long time. Obviously, he wants to keep this fight on its feet. He probably feels he's got a better chance standing. But you can see Jones just dropping those elbows. And if you're Shogun and you're in a 5-round fight, you're 2.5 minutes in, and you're just getting beat up on the ground, nullifying every attack you have. It's gonna be a tough go the next 4 rounds. Jesus. Gotta hand it to Shogun. Like, he's got an open guard. He's trying to be active. He's not stalling. He's looking to sweep. He's looking to snatch up an arm. It's just Jones's top pressure is some of the best. Immediately, Shogun's looking to stand back up. Oh man, look at that! Sneaks in the straights, high kick. Ooh, and that's when we started to see Jones using those low knee kicks. You know, I know a lot of guys are not fond of those kicks, saying, you know, you can really injure or take out a guy's career, but so can heel hooks. So, I mean, so can spinning back kick to the side of your head, you know, change your brain chemistry for the rest of your life. Like, this whole sport is dangerous. So, I mean, I don't know if I agree with that. I think if it's in the rules, go for it. This is under the old scoring system. So most likely they would have given this a 10-9, but under today, this has to be a 10-8 round. I don't know how it couldn't be. Damage, control, just he took top position on the feet. Jones is not even being touched here. Oh, Shogun sneaks in a little straight right, overhand a little bit. Jones is so confident in every position, he'll throw spinning shit. He doesn't worry about it, you know. He's like a bigger version. I almost want to say he's like a bigger version of Tony Ferguson in a sense. Like, they're both so creative and wild in the way they throw their strikes. There's no real... I'm not saying that there isn't a game plan, but they're so fluid in their attacks. They go with what's natural in the moment. Start of the second. Shogun's cagey, and he's dangerous no matter what time of the fight. You know he's gonna come prepared. So just because you beat the shit out of him for a round doesn't mean that, oh, look at that spinning attack. Jones just piecing him up. His control of distance and range is phenomenal. Sneaks under, immediately moves back to the center of the octagon. So beautiful ring control by Jon Jones as well. Oh, he's starting his patented eye pokes. Now, I know he's not intentionally doing that, but the way he sticks out his hand to keep you at bay, and then his fingers just pointed straight for your retinas, I mean, come on. You can see the size difference too. Like, Jones looks like he could easily fight at heavyweight. You know, if you're Shogun Rua here, where's your game plan? At range, you're getting outstruck. So Shogun's looking to most likely come in with, overhands. He's looping in with these hooks, but Jones out of range too quick. When they're clinching, he's getting the shit kicked out of him. Up against the cage, he was getting worked. On the ground, he was getting worked. You're watching this going, at where in the fight is Shogun Rua going to be able to take it to Jones? He's banking on landing a sneaky shot to the chin. That's basically it. He's not leg kicking him. Okay, he lands one there, and you can see Shogun Rua breathing heavily, just trying to hang on. At this point, he's in half guard. He's trying to not get past. Not mounting a whole lot of offense here. Just Jones is buying a little time. He's going to start just making sure his shots are purposeful. Those damn elbows. Those elbows are like razor blades. And at this point, like, Jones isn't expelling a whole lot of energy. He's like, oh, 10 seconds left. I'm going to sneak for a knee bar. 10-9, if not a 10-8 round with the new scoring system. Jones can do this all day. If he needs to go another 5 rounds, he's fine. Shogun Rua, how much does he have left? Comes out, he's ready to go. He's got that shoota box, the old shoota box style. Nice high guard, heavy leg kicks, but this was, in many ways, a passing of the torch. You know, that old shoota box, Vanderlei Silva, Shogun Rua, their style was so effective. From the late 90s into the early 2000s and even into the close to 2010. But we started to see the evolution of the modern mixed martial artist, and Jon Jones really encapsulates that, in my opinion. You know, he was dangerous everywhere, skilled in submissions, excellent grappler, excellent striker as we've seen. The only thing I would say is Jones, and not to nitpick like basically a perfect performance, you'd like to see a little more scrambles and a little more looking to pass the guard, and I understand why. He's content to just elbow the shit out of his face and finish the fight from the guard, which he's gonna do here. There you go, just an animal. Oh, those knees to the ribs, oh my god. I don't even know how Shogun's breathing at this point. With a body shot, yeah. Beautiful. So he kneed him in the ribs there. I'm gonna go back. Let's watch that again. So he has him covering up, and as Shogun tries to get to his feet, he gives up and instead of taking the back, he says, fuck that, I'm gonna knee you in the ribs so hard. I just broke all of them all at once, and then sneaks in the liver shot / probably just hit him again in the ribs. Whew. Shogun Rua, all the respect in the world. He's a legend. If you're Jon Jones, you gotta think that's a pleasure to share the octagon with him. This is at the point where Jon Jones, one of the UFC's biggest stars. Things started to fall apart after that, but hey, tough being a mid-20s millionaire partying with your brothers in the NFL, allegedly doing cocaine. Unbelievable fight. Who do you want to see Jon Jones fight next? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much.